Hello everyone, my name is Satyalango and my metric card number is 01DDT20F1093. So today we are given a task on solving problem-based tasks on ethical hacking. So without any delay, let's get into the question and let's solve it together. So the question is about Synergy Sendrian Berhad is facing increasing security threats from a wide range of sources. Systems and networks may be the target of a variety of attacks, including computer-based fraud, surveillance or vandalism. Such threats are generally expected to become more widespread, more ambitious and increasingly sophisticated. Because of increasing dependence on IT systems and services, the company is becoming more vulnerable to security threats. Your team are working as a penetration tester for Secure My Sendrian Berhad. Your task to reduce risks related to any cyber attacks. You are required to do penetration testing that include check for the live system, check the status of ports, service identification, banner grabbing or OS fingerprinting, vulnerability scanning, covering tracks, document all finding. Demonstrate each phases of penetration testing on client server. You can choose any vulnerable machine, example Metasploitable 2, Windows Server 2016, to simulate as a client target server. You can use any machine, tools, web-based tools to demonstrate each phases. So now, to get the IP address, first of all, we need to run Metasploitable 2 in our virtual box. Okay, and then click start. Let's wait until the Metasploitable open. So this is the interface of Metasploitable 2. Now to enter, you need to enter the username and password, which is msfadmin. The password also will be the same, msfadmin. So you are successfully logging. Now to get the IP address, you need to type ifconfig and press enter, so that you can see the IP address, which is inet address 192.168.1.31. Okay, so now let's start doing the question. For the first question, to check the live system, we need to open Kali Linux in the virtual box. Click Kali Linux and press start. Then we need to click terminal here and then type ping and type the IP address that we found in the Metasploit 2 192.168.1.31 and then click enter. You can see the outputs here. To stop the output from continue display, press Ctrl button and Z in the keyboard simultaneously. The process is successful when you get the output like this because there were no error found. So we move on to the second question, which is check the status of port. To check this, we need to type nmap and the IP address that we found in the Metasploitable 2, which is 192.168.1.31 and press enter. So there is a list of ports having open ports as can see above when the output is shown. Next, for the ports closed, it will display 977 filtered ports not shown. So this is the list of name of ports with open status. For example, 21 FTP, 22 SSH, 23 Telnet, 25 SMTP, 53 domain and more on. So now I will pass to my teammate Charana Hari to explain the further questions. Thank you.
Thank you to Satyalango. So I'm going to explain about the service identification. For that, we must open ZenMap and then we must click the IP address. Then make sure click scan and the profile should be in intense scan. Then click scan. So the scanning will take a moment, so we must wait for it. So now it has fully scanned, and here you can see full scan of the IP address. Now click ports and host to see the usage TCP and ports. So for example, the port number is 135 and the protocol is TCP, and then the service of it is MCPC, which is Microsoft Windows RPC. So these are the examples. So next, about banner grabbing and OS fingerprinting. For that, first we must click for IP address here. Once you have entered, it will start nmap. Okay, once you have done this, please enter the command nmap sv space 192.168.1.31, then click space and then type version intensity 0. So click enter. So once you have clicked enter, it will show the version, the platform, and the compile number. So this is the steps to identify tap scanning, then OS fingerprints. So the next slide will be explained by Morgan.
Thank you, Charan Ramhari. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Morgan Maran and my MATIS card number is 01DDT20F1087. So now I'm gonna talk about part E, which is vulnerability scanning. So first of all, let's see what is vulnerability scanning. Vulnerability scanning is the process of identifying security weaknesses and flaws in systems and software running on them. This is an integral component of vulnerability management program, which has one overarching goal, which is to exposure of sensitive data. These programs rely on assessment to gauge security readiness and minimize risks, and vulnerability scanning is a critical tool in cybersecurity toolbox. So this is what is vulnerability scanning, and now let's see how to do the vulnerability scanning. So first of all, we have to type a command on it. So the command is nmap dash sv, and then the IP address is 192.168.25.3130, and then press enter. So actually we have to wait for a few seconds. I've already done it, so I don't need to have to wait for a few seconds. So well, this is the output of the command I typed in. So well, this is how we do vulnerability scanning in Kali Linux. So that's all from me, guys. Thank you, and now I'll pass it to my friend Lakshman Nathan to explain the next part.
Hello guys, my name is Lakshman. So now I'm going to explain about the covering tracks, and also thank you for Satya, Charandramari, and Moganakuman for the previous explanation. So let's see how to do the covering tracks. So first of all, let's see the explanation of the covering tracks. Okay, covering track is the final stage of a penetration test as a process. All rest is paperwork. In a nutshell, its goal is to erase the digital signs left out by the pen tester during the earlier stages of the test. These digital signs, in essence, prove the pen tester's presence in the targeted computer system. So I'm gonna do this covering track activity in my Kali Linux. So I'm gonna use this app to do my covering track activity. The name of this application is Stacer. So let's see about Stacer. Stacer, according to its own creator, it is an open source system optimizer software and application monitor which helps users to manage the whole system with different aspects. It is an all-in-one system utility. In more detail, we could describe this application like capable of allowing us to view the characteristics of our computer, make and therefore optimization of our distro or Linux operating system in addition to services and programs that run on it, reaching even power uninstall packages in case we tell you. So let's see the demonstration of the Stacer application. So first of all, go to Kali Linux. So here my Kali Linux server, click the show button. Okay, now I'm already installed the Stacer application in my Kali Linux. So open this application and click launch anyway. Okay, this is the dashboard of the Stacer application. In the dashboard, the system shows our CPU speed, the memory space and disk space. And also the system shows our system info, which means the host name, platform, distribution, kernel releases, CPU model, CPU core, CPU speed, like that. So now you guys all click the system cleaner icon. Okay, this is the system cleaner, and click the select all and click this search button. Okay, these are the tracks I'm gonna clear from my system. Okay, and also here click the select all and click this system cleaner button. So after I click the system cleaner button, here you can see the system shows 130.6 MB size files are clean. So that's all for the covering track activity. And also thank you for watching our video, and also thank you to Inche Nizam to giving this opportunity.